This man is definitely a genius. He actually used a roll of hose and some square tubes to create a pump that requires no electricity or fuel. It only relies on the force of flowing water to transport water to higher ground. First he purchased a roll of hose and some square tubes. Then he cut 8 square tubes to the same length. The remaining square tubes were cut and assembled into a frame. After welding it together he installed 2 fixed bearings on it. Next he placed the round iron plates he had bought and welded the 8 cut square tubes evenly around the iron plate. But in the very center he first welded a short round iron tube. Following the same method he made 2 of these and connected them with an iron tube, forming the spokes of a wheel. Then he fixed it onto the frame. After that he welded an iron plate between the square tubes on both sides, creating a water wheel shape. Once all the welding was complete, he drilled a hole on both sides of the iron tube in the center of the water wheel and welded a short iron pipe for connecting and installing the hose. The outlet was positioned on the iron tube at the side of the water wheel. Since the wheel rotates continuously, a sealed bearing was installed here, and a PVC pipe was fitted onto the bearing. This prevents the outlet pipe from twisting when the pump is in operation. Then the entire frame and water wheel were sprayed with anti-rust paint. After the paint dried he began installing the water pipes. It was crucial to ensure that the water pipes on both sides were wrapped in the same direction. While wrapping them they were secured with zip ties. Once that was done it was time to test it. First he placed it into the water tank. Then he connected the spirally wrapped hose to the iron pipes on both sides. Next he spun the water wheel. As the water wheel rotated, water continuously flowed through the hose from the inlet. In no time water gushed out from the outlet. Then he installed it in a place with running water, allowing the flow to drive the water wheel's rotation. This way water could be transported to a distant location, and even to a great height. After a few minutes water gushed out again. Even when moved to a higher location water still flowed. So what do you think of his invention? Out of 10 how many points would you give him?